Okay, go.
All right, how's it going? This is my taro cell. It's a 11 plate taro. They call it double taro. It produces 6 liters per minute of hydrogen. I installed it right here behind my grill. I think you can see it right here between the license plate and the grill. It's kind of hard to see back there, but there's a radiator mount, and I decided to mount it right between the radiator and the bumper. That's just seemed like the best place. I looked at a lot of places. It seemed to be the right place. You can get a better view of right here how I hooked it up. I hooked it up and just bolted it in and strapped it down right here on the lower mount. There's plenty of room in here. Could probably put 2 or 3 on this little car, no problem. I modified the hose, and instead of running a return line and an exit line, I actually just hooked them both up. I don't know if the camera can catch this, but I hooked up the in and the out to a T. Okay, and then this T goes to one hose, and then the hose feeds its way up through the car, and it feeds its way up here through and back around the battery. So you can see this is actually the only hose that's going to the taro cell. So this one hose is feeding its way along the side of the fender here all the way down, and then it finds its way right here into the reservoir, also the bubbler. So it's doing 2 things at once. This is just a water filter. It's a clear water filter. I decided to modify it because I just like the size of the container, and as you can see, this car has a big space here, which most cars don't have, but I'm lucky I had this space, and I used zip ties and went through the firewall and zip tied it up. This one hose goes into one of the outlets and inlets. It goes into one side, and it just has one of these elbows on the bottom of this. You can't really see it through the camera, but the water goes in here, and then this T actually goes here to this water trap, just to make sure that no water, absolutely no water, gets into the motor. We don't want any water getting in there. So this goes into here, and then this simply goes right into the air intake. We modified the intake on the car, and it's just epoxied right into this ABS plastic, and it gets injected right into the motor. So I'll turn the key on. Oh, let's talk about the wiring real quick. The wiring, your basic relay. This relay right here has the wires that come in the kit. There's a 30 amp fuse in line. You can take the fuse in and out of here. It's pretty good. It's pretty in there. But you can put this 30 amp fuse in and out. You can take it in and out, and it goes right here to the positive side of the battery. So the positive goes on here, and then the relay is hooked up from one negative side to the negative side of the battery, and then this white line right here is coming to another positive side of the relay, and it's coming all the way over here into my windshield wiper motor. So I figured out my windshield wiper motor. I just teed it into the windshield wiper motor to this blue wire. On mine it's blue, and I found out when I turned the key on that it was hot, and when I turned the key off it was cold, so I knew that that was my ignition line. So once again, that's the windshield wiper motor, and pretty easy, simple install. It took me a couple hours my first time. I kind of just took my time on it. Let's see how much hydrogen this thing's producing. This thing might be a little bit of condensation on here. Oh, cheating on. Get some of the. There we go. Now you can see it. So the key, I just flicked the key on, and it is bubbling away right now, as you can see. there's KOH in there, in the reservoir. This one took over a gallon of water. This whole system takes about 1.5 gallons of water. Alright, and that is the Taro cell installed.
Very good. This is yet another successful installation of the Taro 2.0 on an Isuzu diesel iMark. I'm Destino Doss, and this has been
Josiah Marquez.
Thanks very much for watching.